Please be seated, everyone. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Special day. My name is Arthur Block, and I have the honor of serving as the chair of Moore's Board of Managers. And I'd like to be the first to welcome you to Moore's 174th commencement, our first at Verizon Hall at the Kimmel Center, as we honor and celebrate the class of 2023 and members of the classes of 2021 and 2020. Commencement is truly one of the highlights of my year and really all of our years of the folks that are on the stage today, and we are all grateful to be able to join you in the ceremony. On behalf of the boards, congratulations on your achievements. We know you are destined for greatness as Moore alumni. And now, in addition to having the honor of welcoming everyone today, I also have the honor of welcoming to her first Moore graduation, Moore's President, Cathy Young, to give her remarks. Cathy?
This is a great day. Good morning, everyone. I'm delighted to welcome you all to today's commencement celebration. Congratulations to all of the graduates who have earned their degrees, and to their families and friends who join us today. I am thrilled to also welcome our honored guest, Dr. Salamishah Tillet, who will be introduced later in the program. And I would like to thank the members of the boards of managers and trustees for their stewardship of this incredible institution. Graduates, today we honor your achievements at Moore. We celebrate all that you have learned and accomplished during your time here, and we cheer you on as you leave us and begin the next phase of your lives. Today marks the culmination of years of hard work and passionate dedication. And as we come together this morning to celebrate these graduating students whose college years were so deeply impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic, I think we can all recognize what a particularly special commencement day this is. Graduates, you inspire us all. Today is also a day to say thank you. Thank you to the parents, families, and friends of our graduates. Thank you for supporting your student in their dream of a life in art and design. Thank you for the sacrifices you have made to help your student arrive at this day. Today is not only a celebration of their achievement, it is a celebration of your support and love, and your nurturing of the spirit and talent of your graduate. And as we give thanks and express gratitude, I want to extend a huge thanks to our graduates themselves. You have shared your dreams, your artistry, and your purpose with us, and you have displayed incredible resilience, courage, and strength in the face of the upheaval of the COVID-19 pandemic and all the ways that has impacted your time here. You have persevered, and we are so profoundly proud of you. As you leave us to go out into the world and shape your future, remember that the education you've received here has taught you much more than the skills needed to succeed in your chosen field. Your time at Moore has nurtured your curiosity, encouraged your exploration, and celebrated your imagination, with the goal of helping you to become exactly who you aim to be, your most authentic, unique, and creative self. And because of this, you leave us with the tools you need to shape not only a successful career, but a meaningful and productive life. Graduates, you are ready to leave us and fly, and we cannot wait to see what you do. Congratulations to the classes of 2023, 2021, and 2020. thank you. Moore College of Art and Design is a private institution with a public purpose. It is governed by a board of trustees and managers that ensure we are financially and educationally sound. I would like to acknowledge Arthur Block, Louisa Falcioni, Mindy Glassman, Francis Graham, Meg Johnson, Tim Patterson, Bob Rosenberg, and Joan N. Stern from the boards of trustees and managers, and to thank them for their stewardship. Their investment of time, talent, and resources generates scholarships, guides us in our strategic thinking, and connects us to the worlds of the arts and business. It takes many people to keep the college flourishing and to do all the things that enable us to provide a vibrant and engaging experience for our students. I'd like to acknowledge our dedicated staff and to thank them. Please join me in giving thanks to our staff. The central work of this college happens in the classroom and the studio. We are deeply grateful to the faculty whose teaching excellence, strong investment in the students, and reputation as artists and scholars strengthen the institution. Our graduates consistently cite their relationships with their professors as being one of the most valuable parts of their experience at Moore. Will the faculty please stand and be recognized? Please join me in thanking our faculty. I thought we had to get that up in the air, right? And lastly, graduates, there are people at this commencement who have made your journey possible through their love, support, and commitment to your studies. I'd now like to ask the families and friends to stand if they are able and be recognized, and I ask you to give thanks to them for their love and loyalty. Family and friends, please rise. And now it is time to honor our students. Every year, the college elects a representative from the graduating class to serve on the board of managers. Students are nominated by faculty and administration and must submit a resume, write an essay about how they might serve as the class representative to the board of managers, and then be interviewed by members of the board leadership committee. The class of 2023 representative is graphic design major Iliana Flores. Iliana, please stand to be recognized. The Visionary Honors Program students are recruited for their potential as artists, designers, and scholars and receive a significant tuition scholarship. Support for these scholarships comes from fundraising through the annual Visionary Woman Awards Gala, when the college honors women who have made significant contributions to the arts. These students are wearing silver cords. Visionary Honors Program students, please stand to be recognized. All students who have a 3.85 or higher are graduating with highest honors, Summa Cum Laude. These students are wearing gold cords. Please stand when I call your name and remain standing until all have been called. The Summa Cum Laude students are Caitlin M. Boja Bomer, Animation and Game Arts, with a minor in 3D Fine Art. Nicole Brassily. Animation and Game Arts with a minor in business. Isabel Garcelano. We got some family in the house, I think. Animation and Game Arts with a minor in creative writing. Ashley Steffen, Art History with a minor in Fine Arts and Illustration. Brittany Doe, Fashion Design. Ariadna Lopez, Graphic Design. Abigail Obfenda, Graphic Design. Isabella Piagentini, Graphic Design with a minor in Business. Catherine Epps, Illustration with a minor in Animation and Game Arts. Kathleen Mosley, Illustration with a minor in Creative Writing. Josephine Raleigh, Illustration. Casey Uter, Illustration. Delana George, Interior Design. Destiny Irby Whitford, Interior Design. Elisa Zanetti, Interior Design. And last but not least, the valedictorian, who is the student with the highest cumulative GPA in the class. The valedictorian for the class of 2023 is Gia Leotta. Congratulations to all, and Gia, could you please come to the podium for your remarks, and everyone else may be seated. Thank you. I'm going to tell you a little about Gia as they're making their way up here. Gia was born and raised in South Jersey with her two older siblings, Charlie and Dominique. As an illustration major, she put her focus towards what she loves most, storytelling, through large-scale oil paintings. Gia came to Moore because of her passion for art as a whole, as well as her desire to learn and improve her skills. After graduation, she will begin an apprenticeship as a tattoo artist at Perigee Moon in Cape May. Come on over, Gia. Simultaneously, she will fuel her passion for painting as she strives to be featured in galleries. Gia's hope is to heal individuals by providing them a sense of belonging through her practices. I welcome Gia to give her remarks.
I'm going to try to not pass out. Thank you so much, President Young. I would like to begin by thanking everyone in attendance today, as your presence is deeply valued by the graduating class of 2023. I would also like to take this moment to recognize those from the classes of 2020 and 2021. I am thrilled that we are able to walk across this stage together today. So, when I opened the email announcing that I was awarded the honor of valedictorian, my initial reaction was, oh God, no. It's safe to say I'm absolutely terrified, so please laugh occasionally. Thank you. After reading that email, my mind began to race, and I thought, what can I say that would be uniquely inspirational, especially to a room full of some of the most creative people? Naturally, to calm my nerves and gain some insight, I turned to the best resource available, YouTube. I watched a handful of speeches, and what I found was that most of them really pushed the idea that if you work hard and stay focused, you will be successful. Now, I don't want to stand here and say that's all bullshit. Of course, there is some merit in those words. However, to me, it feels lackluster. I don't have the truth per se, but I do have a decent opinion. Life is not limited to either succeeding and experiencing joy or failing and experiencing pain. Maybe sometimes, like if you choose to eat Taco Bell for lunch and Chipotle for dinner, you failed and you will experience pain. I'm glad that was funny. Anyway, the pendulum that we call life is always swinging from failure to success and often lingers in the middle between the two sides. Inevitably, we are going to find ourselves in tough situations. While we may weigh our options days are on end, there is a chance that we still make a decision that'll set us back a few steps. Or we may act irrationally and make a decision that causes everything in our lives to seemingly spiral. There will be days that we are unfocused, unmotivated, sad, depressed, anxious, angry, all of it. We may create something that we convince ourselves is so bad that the only logical thing to do is never create again, just to ensure that we will never return to that heart-shattering feeling of disappointment. But I want to ask, do these moments in time make me or anyone else in this room any less of a hard worker or less driven? Or does that just make us the extremely passionate and maybe a little bit crazy artistic human beings that we are? And do you really think that any of our small failures have the power to change the entire direction of our lives? Or are they just providing us with the insight we need to be better prepared for our future? I think the most important key to our success starts with giving ourselves the credit we deserve. As artists, we hardly do. It's about giving ourselves credit even when we make that so-called bad painting that we literally want to burn in an incinerator and then cry about it for 3 to 4 hours. Because guess what? Regardless of the outcome and the comparative vision we had in mind, we still sat down and strived to feel our passion. That's such a beautiful thing in and of itself, and we often lose sight of that. We must remember our best moments that exist within our favorite pieces, the moments that made us say, oh shit, maybe I can actually do this art thing. I know we've all experienced it, the moments that remind us that we are in fact wonderfully skilled, we are learning and improving, and ultimately we are excited to live our lives as artists. It's just that we tend to remember the bad times more deeply. That's only natural. And please, let's not forget to give ourselves credit for all the times we got out of bed, went to class, fed ourselves, even if it's Taco Bell and Chipotle, drank water, and wow for being here in this room today, graduating in the midst of a literal global pandemic. I would also like to say that I am so blessed to have a large support system who admired my artwork, from crayon drawings on printer paper of mermaids to large-scale oil paintings on canvases that are unfortunately not as cheap as printer paper. My mom was always my #1 fan, apparently even in the afterlife. Some insight into this bold claim: my aunt went to a psychic medium shortly after her passing, and rumor has it that my mom exclaimed, "Make sure my Gigi goes to art school." I am aware that, unfortunately, the opposite is more common. You know, the parents who told you you're better off with a quote-unquote real job and thought you aren't enrolling here, or that uncle that you only see on holidays who always finds a way to ask you, now what are you really going to do with your art? My point is, whether you grew up with a wonderful support system or the opposite, you can be certain that you have found your people here. I have never been in an environment so uplifting, respectful, intelligent, patient, and loving as Moore. I can confidently say that these attributes exist within every single faculty, staff, and of course, student. I truly am so proud to call myself an alum of Moore, and I am beyond excited to see where the next few years will take us as we embark on our individual creative endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Gia. A prize has been established honoring Dr. Happy Fernandez, Moore's 9th president, who led the college for 13 years and was a tireless champion of Moore's mission to educate students for careers in art and design. Raising money for leadership programs, new scholarships, and funded internship fellowships was a particular focus of Dr. Fernandez. During her tenure, she secured several $1 million in new scholarships and fellowships. The senior prize is presented to a graduating senior who was an exemplary leader in their time at Moore. The selection committee interviewed 6 outstanding candidates for this prize and had a very difficult decision to make. The recipient this year is Lily Scharff. Lily, please come on up. Lily's ability to articulate how leadership experiences have shaped her made Lily the perfect candidate for this prize. Lily's leadership would make Happy very proud. Lily.
Thank you. I got it. Thank you so much, Kathy, for that wonderful introduction. I would like to start by congratulating every single one of you. Graduating college is no easy feat, and we did it during a global pandemic, so we're pretty special. I come from a family of creatives, but for a really long time, I wasn't sure if art school was right for me. One day in high school, I had a conversation with one of my art teachers that changed my entire outlook on everything. The moral of the conversation was, some people search their whole lives to find their passion, to find what really makes them happy. You have found it. What is stopping you from going out and getting it? All of you have not only found your passion, but have had the courage and strength to pursue it. And for that alone, you should be incredibly proud of yourselves. I hope you have all had time during these last few incredibly busy weeks to look back on who you were when you entered Moore and how much you've changed. I, for one, am not at all like the person I was when I got here. I was the type of kid that didn't quite fit in high school. I dressed a little too different and talked a little too much about bugs. But as soon as I set foot on Moore's campus, I felt at home. I knew that this was the right place for me, and I know that each of you felt that as well. Moore has this unique ability to make you feel so safe while also challenging you to be the best version of yourself. And it did just that. Through all the ups and downs, all the bingo nights and all-nighters around finals, we learned about ourselves. We learned that in order to grow, we have to fail, that failure is not something to be scared of, but to embrace, and we learned that we can get through anything if we do it together. Most importantly, we learned that if you're waiting on the elevators around lunchtime, you have to add in a few minutes as a buffer, or you're definitely gonna be late for class. I learned that I love to be part of a community of creatives. The peers that I connected with and the friends that I made are lifelong. We have all had opportunities to help each other grow and learn. Even through the pandemic, we fought to stay on campus and stay connected to each other. We had it just a little bit tougher than the years before us, but we really pulled it off. Much of that is due to the hard work of all of the student leadership organizations and clubs on campus. Here's my little shout out to my student engagement and admissions family, as well as the amazing work of student government and all the other fabulous clubs and organizations that make Moore more. I love you guys. Yeah. I would also love to acknowledge that I'd be nowhere without the support of my fabulous friends and family, especially my twin brother who's actually graduating right now, 3 hours away. Thank you guys for always loving and supporting me. As we move on to this new chapter of our lives, I want us to look at the memories and experiences we've all had. We've grown, changed, and adapted into the strong, intelligent creatives that we are today. Every single one of you has left a mark on your friends and classmates through your time here. I hope we all stay connected as colleagues and peers, and we can break out into the art world and make our unique marks on the world around us, wherever that may take us. Thank you.
Thank you, Lily. Marian Locks was a fierce advocate for Philadelphia-trained and educated artists and a pioneer who founded one of the first galleries in Philadelphia devoted exclusively to contemporary art. Beginning in 1968, the Locks Gallery became known as a showcase for new and emerging local artists and a nexus for young artists and collectors to gather and share ideas. The Locks Career Center at Moore was established with the support of the Locks family. The Locks family has also established the Marian Locks Award at Moore College of Art and Design. This competitive award pays tribute to Marian Locks' pioneering spirit. The award creates a powerful way for more students to explore career opportunities and possibilities for the 21st century marketplace while fostering innovative thinking. The Marian Locks Award may be used to supplement income, enable post-baccalaureate internships or service, facilitate postgraduate travel and research, or help support graduate study. The winner of the Marian Locks Award was selected based on her outstanding potential to benefit from an opportunity to explore career possibilities. This is an excerpt from the essay of this year's Marian Locks Award winner. I am a children's book illustrator who wishes to invite people into the fantastic and odd world of natural history. Not only do I wish to write and illustrate stories that teach about the world around us, I want to empower others to get involved with STEM and the conservation of our Earth. I plan to do this career-wise with private freelanced projects, licensed illustrations, and published work through book publishers. The Marian Locks Senior Award would help me pursue just that. Receiving this honor would help launch my career into action in a few ways. The grant would serve as a cushion as I locate a job. Once I'm there, the grant would then allow me to join the Society of Children's Book Writers and Illustrators, along with the Paleontological, there it is, Society. Both these guilds would grant me access to job listings and agents to work with. Joining these groups alone would provide hundreds of opportunities for me to grow my career, body of work, and knowledge of art and natural history. Then, in 2024, I would attend a paleontological dig with elevation science to dig up dinosaurs. In this experience, I'd be networking with scientists while improving my knowledge about the natural world. If I get the chance to attend this dig, I plan to infuse what I've learned into the future projects I create. The winner of the 2023 Marian Locks Award is illustration major with a minor in creative writing, Madeleine Maillette. Madeleine, please come up to the stage to be recognized. This year was the 8th year of operations of the Faculty Forum, a representative body of faculty members who work to support the teaching and learning mission of the college and to facilitate faculty participation in college-wide shared governance. It is my pleasure to welcome Faculty Forum President, Director of Art Education, and Associate Professor of Art Education, Lauren Stichter, to deliver greetings from the faculty.
Hello, graduating students. My name is Lauren Stichter, and I'm the Director and Associate Professor of Art Education at Moore College of Art and Design. I also have the great honor of being this year's Faculty Forum President. As you know, the Faculty Forum supports the teaching and learning vision of the college and ensures faculty participation in shared governance. You may have also noticed that the Faculty Forum President has the honor of walking in with our amazing mace off to my left here. Since the 11th century, the ceremonial mace has been used as a symbol of higher education scholarship and integrity. At Moore, our mace is regularly used to lead academic processions, like commencement. Our mace, which is made out of rosewood and silver, was created at our college by longtime faculty member, artist, and educator, the late Richard Posniak. The medallion on the top features a silhouette of our founder, Sarah Peter, and the college's inception date. As I think back over the last several years of our educational experience, we certainly are now living in interesting times with unique challenges that warrant creative solutions. In a time where the world is shifting in so many ways, it is artists, designers, and educators who are turned to for insight, problem solving, and generating ideas on how to bring people together. Your ability to exercise flexible thinking will be celebrated and valued in a time when rigid and binary definitions will no longer thrive. A proverb which I believe has its origins in the West African country of Burkina Faso states, "If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together." Wonderfully, our small and mighty college has offered you a place to build togetherness. Keep those relationships that were formed here, build new ones as you stretch out into your careers, and find time to mentor those who enter the field after you. On behalf of the Faculty Forum, I would like to congratulate you on your accomplishments as you prepare to walk across the stage today to receive your undergraduate and graduate degrees. And remember that, as the great Bell Hooks said, the function of art is to do more than tell it like it is. It's to imagine what is possible. Thank you. I'd like to invite President Cathy Young back to this podium.
Thank you, Lauren. We are indeed so very proud of the classes of 2023, 2021, and 2020. It is now my great pleasure to introduce to you this year's honorary degree recipient and guest speaker, Dr. Salamishah Tillet. A scholar, writer, and activist, Dr. Salamishah Tillet is the Henry Rutgers Professor of Creative Writing and Africana Studies and the Executive Director of Express Newark, a center for socially engaged art and design at Rutgers University, Newark. She is a contributing critic at large for the New York Times since 2015. With her sister, she founded A Long Walk Home, an arts organization that empowers young people to end violence against girls and women. Tillet is the author of Sites of Slavery, Citizenship and Racial Democracy in the Post-Civil Rights Imagination, and In Search of the Color Purple, the story of an American masterpiece. She co-hosted and co-produced Because of Anita, a podcast about the impact of Anita Hill's testimony before the Senate Judiciary Committee in 1991, for which they won a Webby Award and Gracie Award. Tillet was awarded the 2022 Pulitzer Prize in Criticism for her work that successfully bridges academic and non-academic critical discourse and learned and stylish writing about Black stories in art and popular culture, and new works that responded to the Black Lives Matter movement. Her grants and fellowships include the 2020 Whiting Foundation Creative Nonfiction Fellowship for her forthcoming cultural biography, All the Rage, Mississippi Goddamn and the World Nina Simone Made, and the Andrew Carnegie Fellow by the Carnegie Corporation of New York for her next project, In Lieu of the Law, Me Too and the Politics of Justice, a cultural history of the world's largest social media movement. She is currently co-curating Pulling Together, the first public art exhibit on the National Mall in Washington, D.C. Tillet received her Bachelor of Arts in English and African American Studies and graduated Phi Beta Kappa and Magna Cum Laude from the University of Pennsylvania. Master of Arts in Teaching in English from Brown University, and Master of Art in English and a PhD in American Studies from Harvard University. Would Salamishah and Chair of Moore's Board of Trustees, Francis Graham, please join me at the podium? Salamishah, you are truly an inspiration and a great role model for our graduates. It is an honor and a joy to have you with us today. Congratulations. By virtue of the authority delegated to me, I hereby confer on you, Salamishah Tillet, the honorary degree of Doctor of Fine Arts, and declare that your name is to be forever on the college's roll of honorary members.
Thank you so much. So you all are beautiful, so I want to start with that. President Cathy Young, Dean Claudine Thomas, Professor Daniel Tucker, the Board of Managers and Trustees, the faculty, staff, and students at Moore College of Art and Design, my friends and my family, my partner Solomon, my 2 artist children, the stepper and trumpet player Seneca, and the puppeteer and musical theater kid Sydney. What an extraordinary honor it is to be with you all here today. Thank you again, President Young, for your generous invitation and slight gamble to share your first commencement at Moore with me. Over the past decade, I've participated in panels, visited classes and open studios, and moderated discussions here at Moore. So I already feel like I'm a member of your family. But now you have made me officially part of Moore's prestigious pedigree. As someone who came of age as an artist, an activist, and a scholar in this city, it is even more humbling for me to stand before you, a bit nervous, yet mostly delighted, as I imagine the veteran journalist Tom Brokaw did a few miles from here when he was my commencement speaker at the University of Pennsylvania in 1996. In other words, no pressure. So as I began to prepare for my remarks today to say something unique yet uplifting, I asked President Young's Chief of Staff, the wonderful Allison Swick, to send me past ones delivered here at Moore. I even scoured the internet, so you can tell the generational difference, not YouTube, but the internet. Scoured the internet for other commencement speeches and found, as I often do, a model in the genius writing of our late great Nobel laureate, Toni Morrison. Again, no pressure. So oddly, it was neither her 2011 speech at my home institution of Rutgers, nor her 2004 one at another historic women's college, Wellesley, that called me. Instead, the one she delivered in 1979 at Barnard, at the wane of what that generation called the women's liberation movement, inspires me today. I won't spend too much time detailing what Morrison said in her commencement speech. You, as I did, can find it online. But let's just say that she rewrites the story of Cinderella with a focus on her 2 stepsisters and what happens to their fate after that story ends. I'd like to take you even further back than Cinderella. Another tale set in ancient Persia, dated as early as the 18th century BC, and is about another set of sisters, Dinazad and Scheherazade. Many of you may be familiar with this story or the stories that emanated from that original one. It goes like this. There once was a ruler named Sultan Shahryar who, upon discovering his wife's infidelity, beheaded her. After that initial act of murderous rage, he, as a leader of the kingdom, goes full-on misogyny, and for the next 3 years, he marries a new young woman, only to kill her the following day. To prevent even more violence against girls and women, Scheherazade, a farmer's young daughter, sacrifices herself by volunteering to marry the Sultan, despite her parents' objections and the apparent dangers to herself. Here's where the story gets interesting. She spends the first night of their marriage telling her younger sister, Dinazad, who she has brought to the palace with her for comfort and company, a story. She doesn't finish it. She allows the suspense, as we writers say, to hang mid-air. The Sultan, overhearing this exchange, is so enraptured by the tension and unresolved story that he decides not to execute her the next day. And so she continues, night after night, to end one story and begin another, ultimately telling 1,001 stories. Many of you know Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves, Sinbad, and one of my son's favorites, Aladdin. Together, this collection is known as the 1,001 Arabian Nights. Scheherazade is credited as its narrator. As for the Sultan, he, so moved by her, is forever changed. You see, Scheherazade and her sister have prevented their own deaths and the tragic fates of thousands and thousands of women in their kingdom through this very radical act of storytelling. This is a disturbing story, more progressive in its reception, perhaps, than in its intent. Either way, over the centuries, the fictional character of Scheherazade has become an iconic heroine and an artistic muse. For the classical music buffs in here, this Kimmel Center, you might recognize her from Korsakov's symphonic suite of the same name, or in the paintings of H. Lyman Sayin or Sophie Anderson. But she has also transfixed several generations of Arab and Arab American women writers whose work actively challenges society's gender roles. Scheherazade has always been one of my favorite literary characters. Samina Mughal, a writer based here in Westchester, Pennsylvania, and author of Scheherazade's Daughter, once said, "I've always seen her as a literary feminist icon." But I'm less interested in her relationship with the Sultan, for which she is most famous, and more intrigued by her connection to her sister, Dinazade, her first audience, her original muse, and her ongoing collaborator. I'd like us to think about how that exchange between two young people on the verge of adulthood and amid chaos offers me, maybe you, and all of us, a model of rebellion, freedom, and solidarity with others who are different from ourselves. Together, they ended state violence against girls and women, and they showed us how storytelling can change the world. As I look out to you today, all I see are storytellers. Brave artists who have dedicated the past few years and countless caffeinated nights and trips to Chipotle, apparently, to their craft. Young people who poured their heartache and hunger into telling a story, your story. Whether you're experimenting with typography or designing 3D printer sculptures, devising multidimensional and multimedia characters, photographing a quiet street corner in West Philadelphia, or capturing a cast brimming with life on film. Whether you reinvented yourself on the canvas or pushed the boundaries of form and fashion, you have all been telling stories about yourselves and to each other. Now you're about to share that talent and those tales with the rest of us and with the world. No pressure at all. And yes, in addition to what you make, part of being an artist, and we heard this earlier, means having difficult moments of dread, self-doubt, and stifled creativity. So when that part of your process befalls you, I'd like you to remember the listener, Dinazade, and that art at its best, its most urgent and most transformative, is never made by a solo genius or a solitary adventure. An editor helps revise a sentence. A muse inspires the photographer or painter. A subject captures the imagination of the filmmaker. A game designer works with a novelist on narrative plot. In other words, for our work to have full meaning, we must work beyond our own discipline and with others. I have lots of other people who are in my circle, my partner, my therapist, my friends, my colleagues, my editors, my children, my agent, my sister, my fellow curators, and other critics are often the first audience of my ideas. These people have become my community. And if all artists are lucky enough, we might find our way to a bigger collective.
Rather than always fighting to be heard, through these connections, we artists have already made those spaces that are safe for us to experiment, to be avant-garde and a bit traditional, and spaces in which we can find our best voice. This is the power of collaboration. We must share resources, talk to others, and engage different disciplines and skill sets. In our highly polarized political moment, collaboration also shows us how to work across the aisle, find common ground, and make new coalitions. Artistic collaborations are both the blueprint and the bedrock to make our country more inclusive, more diverse, and more beautiful. More like you. And I believe in your vision. I say this not only as a critic who spends a lot of time studying, historicizing, and writing about art, not only as a curator who spends time working with artists to imagine public spaces with their imprint, or as a creative writer who spends time seeing words dance in her mind. I say this as a sister and as a survivor. You see, I didn't learn about Scheherazade's narrative powers as an adult. As a little girl, I was obsessed with her name because my parents loved it so much that they named my younger sister, who was born 3 years after me, Scheherazade. Scheherazade, a Black feminist photographer and activist, has completely lived up to her name and this tradition. I say this because after the night when I told her my deepest secret of being a victim of sexual assault in college, she listened, and then a year later asked if she, while still in college herself, could use her camera to tell my story of healing. And in doing so, she saved my life. But not just mine, Cher, as we call her, or Titi, as my kids call her, has spent her life and her art empowering Black girls, Black gender-expansive and non-binary youth, and young Black women in the nonprofit A Long Walk Home to use their art to end gender and racial violence. This is what sisterhood, or even better yet, what siblinghood looks like as political and creative acts. She, like you, went to art school, the School of the Art Institute in Chicago, and knows that stories can transport us to new universes, build safe spaces, and ensure that the most vulnerable among us are at the center. Their voices and vision of justice leading our way. But the telling of the story is only part of the tale. It is the sharing and receiving that also matters. And through that process, something new is heard. Maybe we call it truth, or justice, or even love. That is real power. So I encourage you to find another person with whom you can collaborate when you think your own muse has abandoned you, or a deadline seems impossible to make. Remember the community that you've made here, the communities you already have, and the collectives you are already part of, for your art to be born and simply to be free. Hold on to that connection and each other tightly, gently, and bravely beyond this moment. And in doing so, you will be able to save the world. Not too much pressure, you got this. So to the more class of 2020, 2021, and 2023, I say congratulations, Mubarak, Salud, and thank you.
Thank you, Salamishah, and welcome to the Moore family. I would now like to invite Chief Academic Officer and Dean of the College, Claudine Thomas, to speak. Dean Thomas is a forward-looking, innovative academic leader whose work is guided by her deep care for our students, our faculty, and our college. An accomplished writer, she brings her creativity and empathy to every aspect of her leadership and models for us all the impact that artist leaders can have. I'm pleased to invite Dean Thomas to the podium for her remarks.
Thank you, President Young. As always, it is both a privilege and an honor to be surrounded by artists and designers every day. And it's with great pleasure that I have an opportunity to join you all, including the family and friends who have supported you along the way, to celebrate this well-deserved accomplishment of Bachelor of Fine Arts, Master of Arts, and Master of Fine Arts. The word commencement means a beginning. So while we are here today to celebrate and recognize your many successes and achievements throughout your years at Moore, we are also here to mark the beginning of your creative life in the field as artists, designers, and educators. One of the things that is incredibly special about Moore is that we have been and will always continue to be a place that strives for access, leadership, and representation. We were founded on principles of empowerment and achievement of financial independence through high-quality, career-focused education. Fast forward to today, we continue to strive for those same things in the art and design fields. There's lots of talk about the importance of representation. Representation in the media, in the workplace, in the room where decisions are made, in almost every area we consume, see, touch, and feel. On the one hand, it makes me feel proud to live in a time where that is acknowledged and valued. I see the students' artwork and designs, and I feel hopeful because inclusivity and representation are everywhere. But I also know that representation alone is not enough. When we invite women, people of color, members of the LGBTQ community, and other underrepresented folks to be seated at the proverbial table, we may all feel confident that diversity inclusion is alive, well, and working. Everyone feels good. But is this enough? Once people are at the table, are they able to speak, engage, enjoy, challenge? Bias can be sneaky. Sometimes you can't see or hear it until it's already moved in. It also has a place at the table. It listens to conversations, whispers in people's ears, causes even the smartest of thinkers to second-guess themselves. So when we speak of representation, it's incumbent upon all of us to view it as phase one, the beginning steps for ensuring inclusivity. Phase two is full participation, and it will demand that all of us make room for each other, that we both speak up and listen. It will demand that we get out of our comfort zones, that we acknowledge and call out bias, that we think critically about our own work and those of others. Again, this is what makes Moore special, because upon graduation, you may enter spaces where there may be people who underestimate you or people who look like you, based on gender identity, race, age, experience. Know that Moore has prepared you to learn how to stand in your truth, to be confident and bold, knowing you have skills, talent, and knowledge. I had the pleasure of attending Moore's first annual Stole ceremony a few weeks ago. It's a celebration to honor and acknowledge a few of our BIPOC graduates. And during that ceremony, several alum attended and dropped some noteworthy words of wisdom about their ability to stand in their truth post-graduation. They said, "Stop thinking you are not ready. You are where you are supposed to be. Where you are now is not where you will stay. Give yourself grace. Yes, college is a transformative experience, but is also continuous and extends well beyond the classroom or studio. You are prepared." The faculty who have been on this journey with you have demanded that you challenge yourselves by digging deeper, by finding multiple solutions. They have taught you to question, to analyze, to learn from your mistakes. They have taught you to be resilient, to be fearless about starting over and trying something new. Our goal was to teach you how to think critically and create passionately. We have insisted that you learn the importance of observation, curiosity, and experience. We have rejoiced in watching you become who you are today. And that is what makes all of what you have accomplished and all of what you will do in the future so exciting. As you prepare to move forward, take this moment to look back at what you have accomplished. Look to your peers who are with you today, including your friends and family, the faculty, and the staff at Moore. This is your network. Continue to surround yourself with those who create and inspire. Your collective actions as educators, designers, and artists will continue to pave the way as you become visionaries, thought leaders, and innovators, a true representation of Moore. To the class of 2023, 2020, and 2021, and 2020, congratulations. President Young, will you please join me to confer the degrees? First, the candidates for the degree of Master of Fine Arts. Madam President, in the judgment of the faculty of Moore College of Art and Design, the individuals before us have met all the requirements for the Master of Fine Arts degree.
By virtue of the authority delegated to me, and with the highest hopes for your future, I hereby confer upon each of you the Master of Fine Arts degree for which your studies have qualified you. The members of the Master of Fine Arts class of 2023 will now receive their diplomas, and the members of the class of 2021 will be acknowledged. I invite Director of Fine and Socially Engaged Art, Daniel Tucker, to the podium to announce the candidates.
The 2023 candidates for the degree of Master of Fine Arts in Socially Engaged Studio Art are Julie Rainbow, Laura Walters, Emily Wynot, Jenny Yim, the 2021 candidates for the degree of Master of Fine Arts in Socially Engaged Studio Art are Antoinette Siriani, Kiera Riley, Now, President Young and Dean Thomas will return to speak.
Next, we have the candidates for the degree of Master of Arts. Madam President, in the judgment of the faculty of Moore College of Art and Design, the individuals before us have met all the requirements for the Master of Arts degree.
By virtue of the authority delegated to me, and with the highest hopes for your future, I hereby confer upon each of you the Master of Arts degree for which your studies have qualified you. The members of the Master of Arts class of 2023 will now receive their diplomas. I invite Director of Art Education, Lauren Stichter, to the podium to announce the candidates.
The 2023 candidates for the degree of Masters of Art Education with an emphasis in inclusive practices are Lauren Bauer, Danny Brodsky, Jacqueline Lopez, I'd like to invite Daniel Tucker to announce the socially engaged art candidates.
The 2023 candidates for the degree of Master of Arts in Socially Engaged Art are Leslie Arnett, Ray Lipinski, I now invite President Young and Dean Thomas to return to the podium.
And now, the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts. Madam President, in the judgment of the faculty of Moore College of Art and Design, the seniors before us have met all the requirements for the baccalaureate degree.
By virtue of the authority delegated to me, and with the highest hopes for your future, I hereby confer upon each of you the respective bachelor's degrees for which your studies have qualified you. The members of the class of 2023 will now receive their diplomas, and the members of the classes of 2021 and 2020 will be acknowledged. I invite the departmental chairpersons to announce the candidates, beginning with Steve Wood.
The 2023 candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts in Animation and Game Arts are Caitlin Boja Bomer, with a minor in Fine Arts. Nicole Brasili with a minor in Business. Lacey Ford. Isabel Garcelano, Summa Cum Laude with a minor in Creative Writing. Reagan Gill. Juliana Hanselman. Ripley Heater. McKenna Maloney, magna cum laude. Eileen Mangold with a minor in business. Kyla Newberry-Pitter. It's Kayla. Delaney Rhodes, magna cum laude with a minor in creative writing. Anastasia Steffen. Alexis Sidorko, magna cum laude. The 2021 candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts in Animation Game Arts are Abigail Brickner. Kira Hughes with a minor in creative writing. Cassandra Silverman, magna cum laude. I would like to now invite Lauren Stichter, who will announce the art education candidates.
The candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts and Art Education are Michelle Sybil, Leslie Lewis, I'd like to invite my colleague Maya Pindyke, who will announce the art history and curatorial studies candidates.
The 2023 candidate for the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts in Art History is Ashley Steffen, summa cum laude with minors in Fine Arts and Illustration. The 2021 candidate for the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts in Art History is Lucy Allen, summa cum laude with a minor in Fine Arts. The 2021 candidate for the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts in Curatorial Studies is Courtney Warren with a minor in Textile Design. And now Kathy Detier will now announce the fashion design candidates.
The 2023 candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts in Fashion Design are Brittany Dew, summa cum laude. Autumn Feigley. Natasha Gay, cum laude. Katia Giovanetti. Noel Morales, cum laude. Marissa Timinski, cum laude, with a minor in business. The 2021 candidate for the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts in Fashion Design is Vivian Maestrado, with a minor in business. The 2020 candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts in Fashion Design are Jasmine Castaneda, with minors in Business and Textile Design. Anya Holmes. Shaylin McCumsey. Drashti Pandia, with a minor in textile design. Noelle Small, with a minor in textile design. Tiona Thornton, with minors in Business and Textile Design. Erin Winward, with a minor in Business. Now Daniel Tucker will announce the Fine Arts candidates.
The 2023 candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts in Fine Arts are Taylor Coleman, Kaylee Cooper, Ruby Frankie, Jamila Murray, cum laude. Sony Marie Rodriguez, with a minor in fashion design. Lily Scharff, magna cum laude. With a minor in textile design. Victoria Stone. With a minor in textile design. The 2021 candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts in Fine Arts are Fina Grimes, magna cum laude, with a minor in textile design. Takia Michael. magna cum laude. Now I'd like to have Gigi McGee come and announce the graphic design candidates.
The 2023 candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts in Graphic Design are Lindsay Duggar, Iliana Flores, Chloe Gruja, cum laude. Aisha Khwaja. Ariadna Lopez, summa cum laude. Adriana Moore, magna cum laude with a minor in business. Alina Numchuk. Abigail Upfenda, summa cum laude. Isabella Piangentini, summa cum laude with a minor in business. Congratulations. Emma Selby, magna cum laude. Marlise Tarver. The 2021 candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts in Graphic Design are Cal Bracey, magna cum laude. Krista Faz, summa cum laude with a minor in business. Madison Phillips with a minor in business, in absentia. Rich Harrington will now announce the illustration candidates.
The 2023 candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts in Illustration are Cyan Avello, Amani Brown, Grace Clough, Catherine Epps, summa cum laude, with a minor in animation and game arts. Sarah Farina, with a minor in creative writing. Autumn Faulkner. Adriana Glunz. Christina Kim, magna cum laude. Caitlin Latshaw. Rose Lauria. Madeleine Maillette, I'm sorry, wrong one. Gia Leotta, Summa Cum Laude. Madeleine Maillette with a minor in creative writing. Sky Mortensen with a minor in creative writing. Kathleen Mosley, Summa Cum Laude, with a minor in creative writing. Karina Nazredonov. Kateri Vigio, cum laude. Olivia Rousseau. Josephine Rowley, Summa Cum Laude. Matthew Sabrakia. Amen. Casey Uter, Summa Cum Laude. Kiana Williams. Yeah. The 2021 candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts in Illustration are Laura Hodes, with a minor in business. Jax Levacu. Oh, thank you. Natalie Rose Vidovsky with a minor in business. Amanda Tonkery with a minor in animation and game arts. The 2020 candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts in Illustration are Ashley Montero, with a minor in Fine Arts. Allison Warren. I would now like to invite Catherine Dethier to the podium.
The 2023 candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts in Interior Design are Delana George, Summa Cum Laude. Isabella Groisman. Destiny Irby Whitford, Summa Cum Laude. Michaela Marshall, magna cum laude. Sydney Moore. Haley Pattinson with a minor in business. Jillian Snowden, magna cum laude. Elisa Zanetti, summa cum laude. The 2020 candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts in Interior Design are Ashley Adams with a minor in Fashion Design. Abby Cooch. And now Stephen Wood will announce the photography and digital arts candidates.
The 2023 candidates for the degree of Bachelor in Fine Arts in Photography and Digital Arts are Deborah Beza, magna cum laude. Madeleine Milliken, cum laude. Ashlyn Regan-Airy, summa cum laude. Jessica Tucker. The 2021 candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts in Photography and Digital Arts are Joshua Archer. Corey Fitzpatrick with a minor in graphic design. Amanda Neagle, Summa Cum Laude. Noel Ramirez Fiesca, Cum Laude. The 2020 candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts in Photography and Digital Arts are Emily Frizzell, Summa Cum Laude. Victoria Gallagher. And Melissa Yates. I would now like to invite the Board of Trustees Chair, Francis Graham, class of 66, to give brief remarks.
Good afternoon. As a Moore alumna myself, I'm so proud to join you for your commencement ceremony today as you take the next steps in your lives as artists and designers. I've watched in admiration the way that the college has transformed and progressed over time. While so much has changed since my days as a student, the core value of Moore to educate historically unrepresented populations with empathy and tenacity remains constant. Each generation of students brings so much to the community, challenging prior ways of creating, learning, and relating to each other by asking how we can continue to grow together. The hard work you have done here is not limited to your classrooms and studios. Each of you has left your imprint on this institution's foundation. Whether you stay nearby or travel far, the Moore community will always be here to support you on your journey, as you have enriched the community during your time here. To the classes of 2023, 2021, and 2020, congratulations on becoming Moore alumni and on your tremendous accomplishments. Kathy, would you please join me?
Okay, this is the moment I think you've all been waiting for, grads. So, classes of 2023, 2021, and 2020, you may now move your tassel from your right to the left and raise your roses high in the air. Woo! You've officially graduated. We are so proud of you and your accomplishments, and we can't wait to see the impact you make on the world. Congratulations. This completes our ceremony. Audience, will you please stand for the processional and remain at your places until the stage party and then the graduates are escorted out of Verizon Hall and we can all go celebrate together. Congratulations.